What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Gene Ass Bernie. What a banger, you heard? Little banger. Today we're gonna be reacting to my boy Bro You Whack. And bro, and y'all probably wondering like, yo, why is he about to react to Overwatch? We never seen him play Overwatch. I always play Overwatch on TikTok. That's one of my first viral posts from a clip. It was Overwatch. I did almost 200K on that one, and it was on IG. So I do like Overwatch. And that's not only because I went viral. I like it because it's fun. Sometimes it's fun and it's satisfying sometimes. But bro said, "Why Overwatch Stadium is getting canceled," and I'm reacting to this video because I just started playing Stadium. That's how I found out that I like using Tracer. So that's why I'm reacting to this, because I'm mad because I like Stadium. So we're gonna see what's going on, because I'm not feeling that.
A lot of announcements for what's to come to the game, like a new quick play hack mode where they're going to be experimenting with this 1-2-3 composition in 6v6. Also, Demon's mecha is getting repaired in preparation for her season 4 launch. New summer Twitch drop sprays that you can get by watching my Twitch stream, which, by the way, watch my Twitch stream if you want to get those sprays. Overwatch Stadium is getting canceled, and the bees on Neon Junction are going to have their own kill feed icon. Wait a minute, Overwatch Stadium is getting canceled? Yeah, this was the biggest news drop that happened earlier this week, where Blizzard came out and said that they're no longer going to be making any more maps or adding any more heroes in the game mode of Stadium. And this just had 6% of the Overwatch player base absolutely gutted. And I'm not just randomly throwing 6% out there, that's the exact percentage of the Overwatch player base that is currently playing Stadium right now. 3% in unranked and 3% in ranked Stadium. And just to give you a comparison, 54% of daily Overwatch players is playing unranked 5v5, aka quick play, and 37% of the daily Overwatch players are playing ranked 5v5. So to have 6% of the Overwatch player base spread between two game modes, it's not only sad, but it kind of makes sense. Before Stadium even launched, when I went all the way to California and I starred in that commercial and I had my world famous line,
"I'm just gonna be a DPS machine,"
I thought from that moment that Stadium really could have been a thriving game mode where at the minimum 30% of the Overwatch play base would play this on a daily basis and preferred over regular quick play, preferred over regular competitive, because not only did it rise from the ashes.
Bruh, I just started playing this. Because I always used to see Stadium and I used to sleep on it. That's why I feel like they shouldn't cancel it. Because I feel like a lot of people, like, didn't know how good it is. I don't know. They probably didn't, but I didn't know. I was playing everything else. Feel me? So I seen that. I'm like, yo, that shit crazy. Like that shit fun. Like, I was enjoying myself. Like,
of PvE and the campaign that Jeff Kaplan and his team originally promised, bringing all those goofy power-ups in this replayable multiplayer 5v5 mode, but it would provide just something different while still having the bones of Overwatch, having all of our favorite candy-colored heroes, but now just in a completely different multiplayer experience. And if I'm gonna be honest, the original Stadium, when it first launched in Season 0, was a huge success. I absolutely love Stadium. In fact, I kind of preferred it over 5v5 and 6v6 at the time. I love being able to build these wacky builds and make my Soldier 76 super overpowered with my attack visor, or build just an absolute heal bot machine with Juno while also dishing out some damage. And then
Here are 65 AI tools you have to know if you want to make a sale.
Yeah, I'll pass. Monday CRM lets you manage your entire sales cycle with AI capabilities.
but bro, that, like, literally Overwatch is definitely the most slept on game right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like her abilities, but it was just the right amount of chaos with a little bit of skill expression involved that made me really enjoy Stadium. And I feel like, again, at the beginning of Season 0 and Season 1, people really did enjoy it. But then slowly over time, and especially like right around Season 2 and Season 3, at least for me, that's when Stadium started to lose its luster for me. And I think it was due to a lot of reasons, but I think my biggest issue initially was the fact that Blizzard started to rework and nerf a lot of heroes that I started to enjoy. They nerfed Soldier 76's Tac Visor power-up. They nerfed Juno's Torpedo power-up. So a lot of heroes that I liked were no longer really all that viable, but that's fine. That happens in normal Overwatch. That really didn't kill Stadium. But I think the biggest reason why...
I I feel like, bro, when they nerf shit, that's more funner. Because I feel like most people just be good because they're using like a meta person or just any game I build or anything that's meta. When you nerf shit, it really shows you who's really good, who can really adapt and shit. And I wish they bring games back to where like anything could be meta, depending on how you play. Like more not meta, but more play style. Because I feel like they went away from people's play style more to like just like the character you're using is meta. Because you just used to be like, it's not the character, it's the person, but it's more of who you're using now and what you're using more than who's the player, right?
Stadium just would have continued to fail is what it suffered from the very beginning, and it's the fact that it's not a welcoming game mode for new players, and it's also not a welcoming game mode for returning players. For new players, it's very overwhelming. You have 12 different power-ups, all affecting ability power, attack power, and sustainability and shield, and you don't really know what really works with each other, and the synergy, and the power-ups, and then you have to counter by the enemy teams. It's a lot, and then they added gadgets into the game. It was just, oh my god, like think.
At first, for me, I was like, yo, what is that? Like, yo, I was confused. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna play this because I see how it was. But like, I'm the type of person I'm gonna try it no matter what. Like, I'm gonna give it a see how it goes, give it a go, see how that ends up. And when I tried it, I tried it a couple times because it was fun. I understand it, but like once I understood it, like now was the same time I tried it. I tried it one time, one day, and I followed up the tracer. So, but it was fun. Like they had like this one game where you're like you have like a train. And then I remember you was losing bad, and I was like, hold up. And it made me think I had to like, I said if somebody holding, like I said I was battling to reach over for things there, and I was like, hold up, let me go stop them. And while my team pushed this, and then I went over there to stop them, and here's the clip. I went over there to stop them, and then we won, which was kind of fun, like a lot.
About it's just so overwhelming. But as a returning player, I'm also overwhelmed. But not only that, I don't know what the heck is going on. Reinhardts are flying, Casties are getting 7 high news. Like there's just so much going on as a decent Overwatch player that's constantly ranked in Diamond and Masters, where this is my freaking job. Like I was literally in the Overwatch commercial. If I'm getting overwhelmed and if I don't know what the heck is going on, I can only imagine why other people are turned away from Stadium. But I think the biggest kicker and the biggest reason why Stadium failed, especially over time, is the fact that bad players are getting in the top of rank, not based on skill, but because they find the best Google build. I saw on Twitter somewhere, and I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I literally saw a bronze silver player get an all-star rank. Like, that, what? And I can only imagine how many players got to the highest rank, again, not based on having great aim or great positioning or great teamwork, but just being able to Google best Stadium build, copy and pasting that, and just following that from left to right. And I can't really blame them for doing that because in a way, that's just kind of the whole vibe of Stadium, being able to have a great build that works with you and being able to.
I think that's every game, though. I think people do that every game, like looking up things about the build, like, oh, how can I have the best this? And that's where the exploits come in, because it's like we're just trying to find the most things that can help us win instead of just having fun and creating your own little wave. Because it's people just, the gaming communities is kind of low-key fried, especially with the new, people coming in and playing games. They didn't really grow up in a time where gaming was different. Like when I grew up timing, gaming was different. You had people sniping, quick shot, all that, like just actually gaming. So gaming wasn't really how it is like today. Like
to win. So I'm not blaming the player, I'm blaming the game. But when you do go against someone that plays Stadium on a daily basis that found a great build, it freaking sucks. Because you lose so hard in that game and you gotta go through that 4 different rounds. When it rains, it pours. When you're losing, you are losing hard, and there's no way to come back from it. Like in Overwatch, yeah, there's some ways that you can come back. You can have better ults, and you can have better synergy or make swaps or something, but in Stadium, when you lose, you are going to lose. There is no coming back. There is nothing that you can buy or counter buy to stop the enemy. And I think that's just another thing. And maybe this is just a skill issue, which I'll gladly say, but then I'll just point to the 6% of the Overwatch player base and be like, well, I think other people would also agree. So yeah, maybe I can try to look up a better build to counter, or maybe I can buy Codebreaker as a counter, but that's also just another thing. Is like, how am I supposed to stop a flying Reinhardt that's just going into my spawn and killing me? Like, I can't. It's frustrating. This sucks. Like, when I tell you that I don't have fun losing in Stadium, like, I can at least find enjoyment in losing in Overwatch, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it for 10 years. But when I lose in Stadium, I'm just thinking to myself, why am I alive? Like, why am I doing this to myself? This is the most depressing, unfun thing in the whole entire world. And I feel awful saying that because, again, Stadium was a lot of fun at first, and Blizzard poured a lot of support into it by adding heroes and maps, but for me at least, it just became unfun over time. A lot of people have pointed the fact that Blizzard did not add all the heroes in a Stadium, and that's the reason why it killed itself, but I'll be honest, the only heroes that are missing from Stadium are a lot of the brand new heroes and other characters that, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't think would have saved Stadium. Like, are we being for real when we say that Symmetra was the biggest reason why Stadium failed because she wasn't added in the game mode? Really? No, it failed because it's not welcoming for a new player base. There's little to no skill expression. It's just a Google build fest, and it's just not fun. But it doesn't make it any more frustrating seeing that development for Stadium is canceled. Now, I don't think they're gonna fully remove Stadium because, again, like, why pour all of this development time into making a mode just to take it away? I think they're at least gonna leave it in the game for now, but all that development time is either gonna go towards making 5v5 more balanced or making Kiriko skins. I'm laughing, but I'm also not kidding. I mean, we could see the return of developing PvE. Okay, now I'm really turning this joke into a sick, twisted joke. It just sucks because the whole point of Stadium was trying to reuse the assets from the canned PvE development, and now this game mode is getting canned, and that's what's so frustrating. But what I have to remind the Overwatch people about is the fact that this is what we wanted Blizzard to do. Like, the old Blizzard team would not have poured all this development time into something that ultimately would have failed, but now they're experimenting with things. They experimented with Stadium, it didn't work out. They brought other limited time modes and PvE and just other things that were more for an experiment, and that also didn't work out. But Blizzard has also experimented with bringing 6v6 back. They also experimented with having heroes self-heal. They also experimented with bringing 5 heroes in a single season and a hero every single season. So, and that seems to be working out great. And I commend Blizzard for at least trying to experiment, but also pour actual development into things where it might not work out. And Stadium is the perfect example. It was great at the beginning. They poured actual development into it, and then only 6% of the Overwatch player base decided to play it. So you can't really blame Blizzard for canceling Stadium. It just sucks because, okay, well, where's the development gonna go towards now?
I don't think a lot of people even played Stadium though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think people just don't even, or they never got the chance to understand it. They just gave up on it early. But honestly, I like it. So it's gonna suck.
All that development goes into making heroes and maps on a more seasonal basis, then I'm happy for that. If it goes into developing more Kiriko skins, then me and my wallet are especially happy for that. All jokes aside though, that's the give and take when it comes to developing things for Overwatch. While we would love to see more developing for Stadium, if it means that we can get more heroes in the future, I'd rather take that than Stadium, because man, have you played Stadium? It is not fun. Well, let me know what you guys think about Stadium getting canceled. Again, it seems like
it is fun. What the fuck are you talking about? I think the game modes are so fun too.
it's gonna be still playable, at least in the near future, but who's to know? Maybe they'll remove it entirely, but they didn't remove PvE, so why remove Stadium? But until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.
Shout out to bro. Great video. Great video. Already following. Great video.